Right, I moved in 2011, and it was because I wanted a change of career. I was working as a help desk agent for 3 years back then, and I heard that one of my colleagues wanted to go to the UK to study, and there was a loan you could take, and that just changed my perception completely because I thought only geniuses would get loans or bursaries to study abroad. So I thought it was an opportunity for me to do this, as because there were no opportunities as such in Romania. I wanted to study product design, and I couldn't have got into a arts university back home without a solid portfolio. I didn't know how to go around that and how to create it. Whereas I knew that here I could undertake a foundation year, create a portfolio, and then apply for product design. It was just an easier, quicker route, and the university. Once I would graduate the university, the degree would be recognized worldwide. So it was the level of education, I guess, that made me come here. I had to take a job as in a takeaway pizza shop where I was washing dishes and helping with the food, which was fine because I knew it was just temporary. The thing was that when I was back in Romania, I was told that the work permit would be issued in 3 months. So I saved for money for 3 months, but surprisingly, getting a work permit took 10 months. So I found myself in a situation where I was out of money, and I had to take a job. And I have to say that I took the job illegally. So once I got my work permit, I started applying for jobs. I worked for a few months with an agency. They were calling me. It wasn't certain that when they would need me, but it was often it was 3 days a week that they would call me, and it was I was working as a picker packer in a warehouse. Once or twice I went to another place where I was sticking stamps on envelopes. But shortly after, I found a job, a permanent job with a call center where I was working part time, and that was during when I started uni, and I kept the job until I graduated. Once I got the job, I was the only foreigner, so to say, working in the call center. Well, I'm the only person in the office who is from another country. Everyone else is British. I feel there is a distance, and I think everyone's aware that they should be treating me equally, but which which is the case. But you can tell. I don't know. You can tell when people know. Oh, she's from another country. I need to treat her equally, and they probably they don't ask questions like how is Romania, how was it coming here? Is it hard to adapt? I don't know. They're not asking questions like that. They just treat me normally. It's more like having to admit to something that's not. It's not true. It's just always like making sure. Are you doing this right? Do you have this? Do you have that with you? I always get text messages from my manager when I'm going to a meeting or when I'm organizing a photo shoot. Do you know what you're doing? And this question just bothers me a lot. Do you know what you're doing? Instead of feeling motivated and guided and trusted, so I can become more independent in what I do, and because I need to feel independent. I need to feel in charge, and this is something I'm being told. You need to be in charge of what you're doing, and this is what I'm trying to do. But with them treating me that way, they're kind of undermining my self-confidence, and it's not helping in my work. I don't know. I feel like I've still not adapted, but it doesn't mean that it's the people. It could be me as well. So I'm not trying to be like. I'm always questioning myself. Is it me, not maybe me not wanting to adapt, or is it that they don't want to get to know me? It's different, but I'm finding that for me, it's hard to make friends who are British, but it's easier to make friends who are from other countries, and it becomes more and more of a fact. I've recently made a friend. I have a few friends from England, And I don't know, why are they so few? Why? I'm a friendly person. I have loads of friends back home in Romania. I have loads of friends here who are from other countries. But why is it so hard to make an English friend? The more I try, I'm thinking, because I'm always thinking about these things. Maybe I need to change. Maybe I need to show that I'm friendly. So it's always about, I need to show this, I need to show that. And then sometimes I was thinking maybe I'm trying too much and they don't like that. I don't know. I think it's having interests in the same thing they've got interests in. But mostly the people I made friends with are different to other English people. So they're different in a way that they're more sincere. You know, that the British have a stiff upper lip and they don't like to talk about personal stuff, and they just like to keep the chat about what I don't know, I went shopping, this is what I purchased, you know, I saw this movie, I read this book, and it's all positive. They don't like to get into personal things, whereas our culture is to discuss personal things, even at work, you know, how was your day? And I mean, they do ask that here, but it's just, it's out of politeness. How was your day? It was fine. No one's going to tell you it was, you know, it was crap, or I'm having problems at home, or I'm having difficulties with this. So the friends I actually made that are from the UK are more open towards talking about personal things, and yeah, I think that's what we have in common. Not being afraid to be judged by talking about our real feelings. I don't know. It's different in a way that everything was presented in a really positive manner. Everything was shiny. Everyone was a gentleman or a lady. I don't know. It's really dumb, but that's just the perception you get. It's valid for other countries as well. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to meet people from so many other backgrounds that I probably had a misperception about as well. And my conclusion is that everyone is the same. It has to do with the culture and where you're coming from, and what's accepted and what's not accepted to do or to say. I think people are not aware of, and it's not an issue, but people are not aware of Romania and its history. And the perception generally is that we're a USSR country still, that we're part of Russia, and that hit me like really hard. What? No, we're not part of Russia at all. But people tend to keep these things to themselves. They don't talk about it at all. It's only if I get really close to someone and I ask, oh, what do you know about Romania? Have you heard about this and that? That they say yes, they just agree or disagree to what I'm asking, but people are not open to talk about it. It sounds stupid maybe, but I gave up the thought. I'm not, I don't know, I don't want to prove anything to anyone anymore. I just want my actions to speak for themselves, and I think the way I behave, I act, being a good friend, doing my job well at work, being a good citizen would speak for myself, and I'm trying to state all the time I'm Romanian, and I think that's the only thing that can change the perception of people, because many people tend to say, oh, I'm the best, my country is the best, this is best, and people don't like that. They don't like to be told what to think about something. And I think just by being myself and, I don't know, showing them this is my family, look, I went home and I did this and it was awesome, these are my friends, would change their perception, whatever that is. I don't know what it is, whether it's good or bad. Because what makes a person can come from so many different places and things, and the fact that I came here changed my personality, and the fact that I grew up in Romania made up my personality as well. So I like to think about myself that I'm a friendly person who's open-minded and willing to learn new things from anyone, regardless of who they are. In Romania, I'm not sure about the other countries, being sensitive is a good thing, and being empathic and showing your emotions and It's fine to show someone you're weak or you're going through something difficult. It's fine. People share these things and help each other.